It's been a rough couple of years. Real beat down on a lot of people. People are confused, they're angry, they're frustrated. The truth is, at home, in the quiet corners of a lot of hearts, people feel pretty unloved and broken. Lisa, there's some people listening right now who are in a dark place. They're hearing all this and they're thinking, boy, that's amazing what God's doing, but does anybody have anything for me? Anything to say to me in this moment? I don't even know if God wants to use me anymore. What do you say to her?
Well, first and foremost, I get it that your feelings will lie to you. I get it that sometimes you feel like God is distant and he's not there. But I love that David had a revelation of a God that was constantly thinking about him. And it wasn't just because David was God's man. God says that he has good, treasured, precious thoughts towards you. I'm telling you right now that God has such treasured thoughts towards you that he couldn't even number them. You know, what I did with the subtitle of that book was I wanted to arrest people's minds, because it's not just like God's like, well, I like her because Jesus died for her. No, he is fiercely in love with you. And most of us feel fiercely judged, not fiercely loved. And God has wild thoughts about us. He has thoughts of our future. He says, I know the plans I have for you. Now, what we are familiar with is the schemes that the enemy has. But God always had a plan before the enemy ever had a scheme. And I just want you to know, when I lived in the failures of my past, all I did was live in the narrative of my bondage. But when I lifted my eyes and when I believed that Isaiah said, my thoughts are not your thoughts and my ways are not your ways. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I knew that, God. He's like, think my thoughts. God has treasured good thoughts. You are alive in this moment on purpose for a purpose. And God wants to anoint your life. Do not allow the enemy to knock you out by using your history. God has a destiny for you and for your family, and I want you to start praying big, scary prayers.